That's my phone, so we must be live.
Your phone whistles. What makes the AOL noise at you when you're live?
Yeah.
I had to think about it. That's what that noise is. The AOL noise.
Welcome to a very special Microphones of Badness showcase. We are currently playing Part 4 of The Cursed Earth, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, written and DM'd by Rodney.
Not so much written as made up, mostly off the cuff.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Isn't that what we all do?
Choose Your Own Adventure by Rodney.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is.
So you're all sitting in the tavern when an old man in rags comes in and posts something to the door.
Do you check the door, ignore the door, go punch the old man, or stop playing?
Take Babelfish.
Set fire to man.
All right, so yeah, we are playing. This is Chapter 4 of Cursed Earth. We are calling this one Up the River. So when we last left our brave band of adventurers, they had just returned from chasing the murderer of the emperor of the Sapphire Kingdom. Brought some pieces back to Judge D, the magistrate, and garnered some clues that Tanis's mother's cult of assassins might be involved in some way, and that further clues might be found to the southwest.
Taking me even further from the east.
No, I'm sorry, it's southeast. Southwest is it. Got my map backwards in my head.
Southwest.
Southwest. So yeah, you're actually going to the southeast to the name of the Orcish shipyard is in a town called Turtle's Rest. Turtle's Rest. What's that?
Well, I was going to inquire as to what the best routes to get there are. Overland?
Down the Athuk River.
Wow. What a coincidence. That's the name of the adventure. Well, kind of.
Kind of. So, yeah, the judge secures you guys passage on the Beetle's Bane, a cargo vessel that sails up and down the river, owned by a pair of dwarfs. Beetle being one of them, since it's his boat, and his little brother Eric. Both salty sailor types. It's a good-sized ship, loaded with cargo. It's sitting low in the water.
Full beards?
Full beards. Beetle has kind of a milky eye. And he has a pipe that he likes to have in his mouth at all times. You know, they have seashells and things woven into their beard because on this world, dwarves are a seafaring people. As are orcs.
Yeah.
What the judge didn't tell you is that the passage costs work. So he didn't actually like secure yourselves like luxury passage or rooms. He got you guys jobs.
Well, it's a cargo ship, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a sailing ship, cargo ship. Jiraiya, you are given the post of lookout, so you'll be spending a good chunk of this journey in the crow's nest.
We have many crows in the east.
Tanis, being quite strapping young lass is made a deckhand. And Yago, they discover quickly that you are absolutely useless during the day.
Yeah.
They consider using you for shark bait.
Well, they consider using you for shark bait, but instead they put you down in the galley.
Doing
You're
what
going to trust
exactly?
him with our soup?
Yes, he is in charge of your soup.
I don't know about this.
You just take some pepper, keep putting the pepper on there.
No, don't do
He's
that.
he's a drow, you know. He's no one. The last cook couldn't even see in the fucking galley, so he can actually see.
That is very low requirements for your cook.
There's going to be a reckoning.
I mean, I can see in the galley too.
See that box?
Do my
Pick up
hit,
that box,
do my hit points regenerate?
Whatever.
and you get your skinny ass up those ropes and into that crow's nest.
I sweet foot my way into the crow's nest.
All right, you sweet flip your way into the crow's nest.
He misses.
Hit points regenerate automatically, or how does that work?
What's that?
I
Do hit points
missed,
regenerate
then it wouldn't be sweet.
automatically, or how does that work?
8 hours of rest
Yeah, so
allows you to re-prepare all of your spells.
and your
Okay.
hit points.
Then you get everything back with a full rest.
Yep, that's 4 hours just standing around. You're looking trance-like.
Sure.
He wakes up with a few dicks
Well,
on his face.
that's nature drow. You don't actually sleep per se. It's a weird sort of thing. Like a standing up vampire.
You guys notice that Snart gets the wheel.
You've navigated before?
Sure.
That does not sound very reassuring.
Yes, I've navigated before.
See
And
you in a couple of hours, and then I start hauling boxes like they told me to.
and with that, everybody will go down the list. Everybody introduce your characters and who they are. So first, we'll start with Jiraiya.
Nobody at home can hear the noise.
I don't know if anybody can hear it or not, but there is theme
I
music.
hope they can. We have theme music right now.
Awesome.
I am Jiraiya. I am from the east. I enjoy soup.
Man, a few words.
Man, a few words. All right, and next we will do Tanis. So go ahead, Tanis. Talk about yourself.
I am Thanis. I am a barbarian wanderer, and I am here to smash space.
And Wes.
Hello there. I am Drago Clearwater, a mere humble practitioner of the magical arts, and nothing more. A humble and very, very honest dealer.
No, don't tie me to the tracks!
Help! Help!
I'll save you now!
Some of the people doubt my honesty. I don't know why.
I don't know why we would do that.
Help!
I don't know.
I really
From
hope this,
Chicago.
I wish this music would go through because that's just too funny.
Yes. Yes.
Yes! Messy, yes!
Okay, so you guys are headed down the river.
Would your father happen to be Big Dastardly?
Oil can Harry.
So you guys are heading down the river there. on the boat. Oh, Imperious is not on the boat. You guys see the boat?
Yep,
I
I
see
see
the
the boat. We're on a boat. Never thought I'd be on a boat.
On a fucking boat.
Yeah, there's that's
Which one of
Beetle
these-
right there.
Which one of these dwarves is Beetle and which one is Alex?
Alec,
Eric.
Eric.
with an A. Snart, get to where I want you. There you go.
Start don't want to be.
All right, this one's Beetle up here at the top, behind the wheel with Snart,
Okay.
toward the back end of the boat. This is Eric down here by the cargo hold. Yago, we're gonna put him over here because he's downstairs.
Off to the water with you.
Yep, just put some onion in there. Let's pound this rock-like thing in here.
And
Like,
Jariah is
no,
in the crow's nest. All right, so there's where everybody is right now. Jariah, go ahead and do your job and give me a perception check.
Okay. What is my percent? What is that? 18.
All right. Well, you don't see anything. Everything looks pretty clear as you're going down the river. It's day one progresses. It's going to take you quite a few days to get down the river. It's a long way down to Turtle's Reach. Or Turtle's Rest, sorry. Yeah, so here we go. You guys want to do anything that evening? In fact, Yago, give me a... Oh, shit. What am I going to... Give me a dex check.
Dex. Okay, let's see what happens.
Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Hold on a second. Let's get this thing right. There. Ooh.
Oh, the soup is ruined.
Nothing bad could possibly happen.
Well,
You guys give me con checks, please.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ almighty.
you asked for Dex on soup.
It's a lot of stirring.
What is my constitution outfit?
Yeah, I got an 18 on my con.
Oh. Didn't
Jariah,
add my 3. I got a 7.
you got a 7. Jariah, you're not feeling so well.
Friend Drow, your soup tastes like an armpit.
Well,
No, I've tasted armpits. It tastes better than this.
it's an old explorer's recipe. You see, it's all bracing. It's designed to remind you that you're alive. It's honest. It's healthy. Perfectly
Friend
healthy.
Beetle,
I know medicine.
can you get somebody else to...
Here, bucket. Oh.
That was me toilet.
See, it's working. That's a sign it's working. It cleanses your toxin.
It cleanses your toxins.
See? When it all comes out, that means you're toxin free, and you're
It ate a hole through the bowl.
the whole mostly weak then.
You're gonna pay for that. Fucking drow.
No, I think you're
Hey,
all
my
going to
fault.
pay for that.
That's not my fault.
Currently, the monk is paying for it.
You thought he couldn't aim.
Okay, so you guys get some rest. The beginning of the second day, Jariah, you're still a little queasy, but you gotta get up that crow's nest.
There's no sweet flips going up this crow's nest. Not this morning.
I am a robot. Yeah, so give me another perception check.
Is this at disadvantage or anything from my...
No, you're not that sick.
Although if he fails again, he might be.
Hey.
Oh,
Natural
You can see
20.
You can see from miles, you see a herd of a flock of sheep being driven by the river.
A flock of sheep. Are they flying?
A flock. No, they're on the river. They're on the shore.
The Eiffel Tower, the Taj Mahal, I can see on a clear day.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you don't see anything dangerous. It was like rocks. They steer around the rocks. And it is now the second night. Iago, give me an intelligence roll.
Intelligence. I have that. Hold on a second.
That is debatable.
Smart enough not to eat his soup again.
See, look at how good that soup is. That's carrot. I mean, steak this time. Steak with something.
That's not steak. That's a boot.
I think that's slop.
That's a boot. That is not steak.
Constitution rolls, ladies and gentlemen.
See? Look, it lives.
13.
Okay. Okay,
18.
you're okay with it. Tanis has probably eaten far worse. And Jiraiya might be getting used to it.
I cannot wait for this voyage to end.
Very nice.
There's no way I can become inured to this slop you call soup.
Yeah, go. Come have a little work.
It's an old imperial recipe from,
Yes.
from the old empire.
Iago, you can
From
be
the
a
old
con
empire
because
mops.
you're eating your soup too, pal.
Con. What's my con here? Oh, it's a +2. Let's see what
Khan
I
is
can
right.
do. Hey, Iago Clearwater is as honest as the day is long.
And it's winter.
14! See? Look how good that is. Look how good that is.
Apparently, he enjoys his cooking. It agrees with him.
Yeah.
So it's after dinner. You guys hanging out? You guys want to do something, or you want to just go to sleep after that badass soup?
Yeah, sure. I'll have a little chatsy with Snart.
Okay. Snart is behind the wheel.
You seem to be pretty good at this.
Yeah, you learn things.
Travel a lot?
What?
You travel a lot.
You kind of have to. People don't really take kindly to devils in their midst.
You seem alright to me.
Yeah, but you hang out with a shady crowd anyway.
I am the shady crowd. But look, the drow, I kind of want to push him overboard. They won't let me.
Yeah.
Have you tasted that soup, right?
Soup.
I'm pretty sure it's dishwater. I'm not positive.
Oh,
Hey,
I haven't tried it.
Don't. I considered drowning him in it.
That might be a good idea.
is that the tiefling theme?
Yeah.
Yes. Because he is, in a sense.
Why are you so willing to come with us?
We got paid.
There's good reason, but I mean before.
Well, I mean, I did take a knife in the gut because of you guys, but
No, that was all you.
I don't, because you guys tell the dude that stabbed me knows that other guy, the
Again,
soup eater.
I fell off 2 buildings chasing that thing.
See?
I do it for sport, though. That's the most fun I had in months.
Besides, we're going to Turtle's Rest, man. Have you ever seen that place?
Once, a very long time ago. Not in passing.
You'll love it.
Out of character,
Right.
is that where my mother's thing is?
Perhaps.
It's
They are
just not looking
shady
forward
group.
to that. She's really not looking forward to that at all.
What kind of town is Turtle's Nest?
Turtle's Rest.
Turtle's Rest. What kind of town?
Turtle's Nest is 5 miles east.
Imagine Tortuga if it were the White City.
That doesn't sound like a town swimming in the gold.
Well, it doesn't need to be swimming in the gold. They've got some. They've got an Orcas shipyard down there. Makes some of the best damn boats in the country. And something else really cool that is a surprise.
You're getting paid. Shut up and just go.
And yeah, we're getting paid to do this.
What are you here for anyway? Why did you follow me?
Oh, that's out of character.
I know, I'm fucking with you. You didn't say it was out of character.
Yeah, and y'all goes through trying to figure out how to get every last cent you can out of that town.
Mm-hmm.
He's never committed a crime in his life because he's
Never
never been caught.
Nope. Yago Clearwater has
And
never
he can't wait until he gets to the town.
Well, you know, if you settle out of court, technically there was no crime.
Yeah.
He also said Iago's never committed a crime specifically, meaning that's not his real name.
Well, Beetle comes up for his shift, steering the boat. And you guys, I guess, head down to the cargo hold, catch some shut-eye, because it's going to be an early morning. And day 3, everybody back to their assigned posts. And Jiraiya, give me that perception check.
This is the big one. I can feel it.
Yep.
Oh,
I don't see nothing.
Total of 6.
It's like a shorebird swept in and pooped right in your eye.
Ooh.
That residual from that soup from the night before. Still hanging around. Oh.
Speaking of which, Yago, you're preparing the soup again. Give me another intelligence roll.
Intelligence. There we go. Yeah, I have that.
Wow, man, you suck at cooking.
What is happening?
You rolled a 4. How? How? How does he keep doing this?
So that's con checks for everybody.
Looks like con.
Yeah, I'm fine. I got a 20 out of that, actually.
Okay, that's 2.
I rolled did I roll that? Oh yeah, I rolled 20.
16.
I rolled 20. See,
How'd you roll 20?
I
I
did.
don't see your die.
Yeah, but it's in the screen. You can see it.
It's in the screen. Is
I
it a
rolled
20?
18 plus
Yeah.
2.
Okay.
Look how good that is. That is some quality soup there. See, it's right.
That's how you.
Yeah.
That's you not throwing up from your soup. Your soup still sucks.
Tannis takes good patience and walks over to him and grabs him by his collar. I swear to God, if you don't get better at this, I'm gonna drown you.
I had
In
to
it.
focus all my chi into my stomach
That soup is perfect
to prevent
good.
myself from.
That soup is
Oh,
going to make me hurt you.
Yeah, and Arik becomes sick. So he is now confined down deck.
All right.
Guys, you're going to kill our damn captain.
I'm going to wallpaper over this
Poison
whole
the navigator.
with some entertainment.
Who's the navigator? That's going to be Beetle and Snart. They're the guy who put Snart on navigation and steering.
I will do some sleight of hand tricks to wallpaper over all of this.
But you guys are basically going down a river. It's not sailing the open sea. There's not much navigation going on.
You still gotta know where currents are.
Yeah.
Rock formations and other shit.
Well, that's what part of what Steve's doing in the crow's nest. So here we go.
She threatens you in Elvish, by the way, just to make sure nobody else heard her to threaten to disavow
Night
you.
3.
God. Yeah, Tannis is sitting up on deck, trying to get some night air to settle her stomach after that shit. Even though she rolled well, it's still bad. I ate a week-old dead horse once, and it tasted better than that.
As I said, time for some sleight of hand tricks to entertain people into forgetting about this whole thing.
I will break your fucking fingers.
Oh God, you're terrible. You're terrible.
The crew is considering tying him to the mast.
Beetle looks at you and goes, I only have one eye, and I saw that.
It's a seasickness. It's a problem. I'm seasick. Yes, that's a story.
All right, so yeah, we're still in the third night. Yeah. So I don't know if you guys want to hang out some more, or
No, if they want to hang around. I know Tana's probably spent some time with Snark again.
I'm not hanging out with the soup murderer.
She's not gonna be around Iago because she seriously considered killing him at this point.
after that is bad magic tricks.
I have defended you in front of angry villagers.
And you give me this. This is not soup. What is this?
Look, I have something in my hand.
Next night, y'all goes to try to find. Y'all gonna make cod boiled in milk. That should work. It'll be edible.
The problem is that you are unskilled at making cream-based soups.
He's unskilled at everything. He can't look. This is a whole potato. He didn't even peel it.
It didn't need to be peeled. You put it in whole. That's the
No, you
recipe.
do not. That is not how you cook.
There's nutrients in that skin. That's where the nutrients come from. You boil away the nutrients and it does absorb them. That's how it works.
This is not how that works.
I swear it does. I learned
No,
it.
it's not how it works.
I learned it from a medical doctor.
And let me guess, if you dump the entire pot of soup into the river, you can feed the entire country.
Exactly.
If he dumps the entire pot into the river, we'll probably see at least a school of fish just float to the surface.
I think if he dumps it in the river, the hull's going to be eaten through.
Well, hey, I ate that soup and I am perfectly fine. Look at me. Solid as a rock.
Solid as a rock.
Tannis punches him in the gut to test that theory. Tannis punches him in the gut to test that theory.
Roll to hit.
Once again,
Where's Don?
PvP
Where's Dodge?
against West.
19.
Which one is Dodge?
There is no dodge.
Dodge is called your armor class.
Which you have a 13.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
just a second.
Tannis smacks you in the gut.
Just a second. All right, so that's a 1d4 plus 3 for me.
Yep.
So that is 7 points of damage.
Uh,
Yeah, you look real sturdy.
Okay, Wes, to make it easy on yourself, click on Iago.
okay.
We are using Roll20 to play, ladies and gentlemen. I know you can't see it. And the number with the red circle is your hit points. So you can
Oh. Cool.
just type in -7 and it'll subtract it. It should.
There you go. It worked.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow you try a ceviche.
Every time you think of putting something strange in soup, think about how that stomach feels.
Day 4. Day 4. Iago, still. You get all your hit points back, by the way, for resting 8 hours.
But you got a nice bruise. Tannis is
You got
in shape.
You got a bit of a bruise in the shape of a fist. Let's have that perception check, Jiraiya.
9.
2 ships close by.
Ship ho.
So, yeah, Beetle rushes up to the aft deck. He's like, pirates, damn. Get that sail full. Give me a strength check, Tennis.
Okily dokily. Let's see, that is. Strength check, sir, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, 21.
All right, she is yanking those fucking ropes, and that sail is starting to billow out. But it doesn't quite seem fast enough. Pirates are gaining. They are now firing arrows at the other
Incoming.
ship. Well, they can see that now. Thank you, Jiraiya. One flaming arrow hits the main sail,
Oh, fuck.
which, by the way, is below the crow's nest.
Pee on it!
Ooh.
Yeah, you
Can
hear
I?
commotion on the deck, Iago.
Can
How big-
I?
How big is the boat?
It's pretty good size. You can scroll up and down and see
Well, I mean,
about
now-
how big the boat is.
I mean, how many feet is it?
Is each square 10 feet?
Yeah, each square's 5.
5 feet.
Yeah. So it's, I think around about 100 feet, something like that.
Yeah.
120.
Okay.
120.
Let's see. The problem, we can fix this problem.
And Sanus is getting her sword ready, and not really like waiting for somebody to tell her what to do with the sail.
Well, Snart and Beetle,
Oh, I'm sorry, it's 60 feet.
60 feet. Okay. That's fine.
All
They
right.
spend a couple turns running down. They have buckets. And they're
Yeah.
telling you to.
I do a controlled fall and attempt to put out the fire on my way down.
With what?
Patting it.
All right. I heard the word fire.
Sure.
I'm gonna punch that fire out.
Well, I can have slow fall. It's a monk ability.
Okay.
Do I have any refreshments up in the crow's nest with me? Like some of the
No.
goddamn soup?
Nope.
Oh,
Not
maybe.
any real soup or anything. Yeah.
Well, I have to get down anyway, and I have to go through the fire to get down, right?
All right. So you're going to use slow fall?
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have to get down through the fire or around the fire or whatever.
So this reduces my falling damage by 5 times my monk level, which is 25.
Okay. Well, you're not that high, so.
So, but I'm just wondering if on my way down, I can, like,
Yeah, give me dexterity.
because it's D&D, and we do amazing things in D&D.
Not this time, you know. You see Jiraiya jump out of the crow's nest and slap at the sail on the way down. But nothing really happens. That fire is burning pretty good. It's starting to spread to the rigging. So, yeah.
Well, I grab another bucket if I see one, so I can start trying to throw water at it too.
All right, there's a bucket. You can get a bucket.
I'll come up with a bucket of water as well and try to do what I can.
All right. Well, you are now on the deck in the daylight.
I can't see.
If he gives me the bucket, or if somebody gives me the bucket, can I use acrobatics to try and put the fire out with the water?
Yeah, you guys want to start a fire chain, I guess?
Yes,
Bucket
I would rather
brigade?
do that.
Okay. Tannis, what are you doing?
I don't know how effective I'd be throwing it at it. Like, is that strength based or what?
He would give it to me, and I would shimmy up and try and sweep flip my way into putting out the fire.
As amusing as that would be to watch, it would probably take long for you to do all of that. Like, it's not like a few seconds. That would take you like about. It would take you longer to do that than it would to just throw the water at it.
Well, he's trying to put it out from the top.
True.
So, I mean, you guys pretty much, either have to combine your efforts that way or spread out and try to keep it from catching the secondary sails.
What I'm thinking is,
Could I roll intelligence to know if that would be easier or not?
Give me 2 buckets on a pole.
You got a quarterstaff, don't you?
Yep. So give me 2 buckets. I use my quarterstaff. I go up.
Okay.
And I try and put the fire out from the crow's nest.
Okay. Well, in that case, we'll let you guys divide your efforts. And some of you are throwing water on the ropes. Snart is actually trying to wet the ropes below where the fire is, hoping they'll just go out by hitting wet rope.
Yeah, if nothing else, it'll stop it from spreading, trying to get the area below it wet. So, yeah, splitting the effort would actually be better.
All right.
So I'll help Snart with trying to get the water on the lower part.
Okay. Now, Steve, give me your acrobatics to try to sweep flip up onto the sail.
Let's go acrobatics. 22.
All right. Steve manages to get up there with his buckets of water. And I'll go ahead and let a 22 get you back down, too.
Right on.
Boats are getting closer.
Is the fire out?
No.
Is the fire out on the main sail?
Partially. Maybe one more trip.
All right. We do one more trip.
I pass the water.
Shall I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead and roll again.
14.
14. You get up there, but you kind of stumble and spill the water.
Dang it.
So you have 1 bucket. So you've got the sail fairly wet. It's not going to spread rapidly. So you've at least got it contained.
Okay.
The ships are getting closer. There is another darkening of the sky and another cloud of arrows. So I need reflex rolls from everyone.
Reflex.
Is that like a deck saving throw?
That's a dex saving throw, yeah.
Okay.
No. I critically failed that.
That's an 8.
Ooh, that's a 10.
I can't roll for beans tonight.
We all failed.
Yep. Oh! You're all taking 8 from the arrows.
For you.
Suffering slings and arrows. Mostly just arrows.
All right.
2 sleek cutter type sailing vessels are pulling up along the back half of the boat. And several men jump out.
All right, hold on. You have my hit points wrong. You have the old hit points. So I have to do some quick math.
Okay.
No, yeah, you got the
it's just minus
there for
1.
me too. So I'm at 50, 51 now.
And suddenly, pirates are on the vessel.
Oh,
If you guys look over at the back of the boat.
Yep.
All right, there we go. Oh, I did that to Iago. Oh, no, I didn't. Never mind. Pirates are on the back of the vessel.
Yep. You can scroll up and take a look.
Ooh, there's a lot.
Ooh, it's a lot of them.
And that's not fine.
I'm assuming that the one that looks different is the boss pirate.
He's the captain, yes.
Cabin Crunch. We need a cat.
Okay.
So, what I need you guys to do is roll initiative.
Initiative. Where's my initiative bonus? Where's my initiative bonus?
13.
Oh, there we go.
16.
Hold on a second. 12. That's the first time I rolled anything above 8.
All right.
It's a good time to start. Although, do you actually know how to do anything useful is the question.
I have a special trick I can do.
Does it involve illusionary dragons?
Better.
All right. Snart is 17. And Yon Pirates are on 8.
Are the dwarves fighting?
Well, one of them's still sick below deck, and Beetle is still trying to get the fire out.
Okay, that's good.
All right, so it is going to be Snart, Jiraiya, Tanis, Iago, and the pirates. So, Snart, let's see. He's going to fall back here. And fire his short bow at the closest pirate there. And
Is that the one on the right by the stairs?
yeah, on the right by the stairs. And he misses. Jiraiya.
All right. How do I move on this?
Just click your character and move him. Drag him to where you want him to be. He'll snap to
Okay.
the grid.
All right. So I'm going to move over to there. That is what, 4? So that is 5, 10. That's half my move. I'm going to take my quarterstaff, which I had been using to put out fires with,
Mm-hmm.
and smack it across his sword hand,
Okay.
and then we'll see what happens
All right.
once I do that. All right.
So go ahead and give me your attack.
All right. What was my bonus? $20.
Okay.
And that does all my attacks do the same damage at this point. Eight.
8.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he gets 2 quick. He gets an elbow to his face, followed by a kick, hopefully to the back of his head.
Okay. Hold on a second. Let me see if he holds on to his weapon, which he does. So go ahead and roll your attacks for those.
Should I just roll both of them?
Yeah, you go ahead and roll both of them and make it quicker.
Oh, it rolled. All right. So never mind. It didn't do it. Can I?
Didn't do what?
It added it all.
Oh, well, you got a 14 and a 5.
Right. So 22 and a 13.
Okay, both of them hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. Now this I can combine. 14.
14. All right. Gone. Jiraiya jumps around, martial arts the fuck out of the guy, knocks him unconscious and off the boat.
Ooh. No ticket?
No ticket.
No ticket.
Tannis.
Alrighty, I am going to go into a frenzied rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
You draw your sword, of course.
Yep.
Yours.
Here to that dude.
You draw your sword, and as soon as it comes out of the scabbard, you hear in your head, "Yes."
I'm frenzying. No time to worry about that.
Okay.
And I am. Can't do that this round. So it's just 2 regular attacks. Hang on. Yeah, because I don't get my other attack yet. So how many attacks did we get at level 5?
It depends on your class and your attack bonus.
Yeah, I thought it was 3, but I'm not sure. Let me make sure. No, it's 2. That's what it is.
Yeah, you get 2.
Yeah, I get 2
Jiraiya ends
now,
up
yeah.
getting 3 because he's got a bonus action.
Well, I get 2 regular. I get 3 once I get going because I can't use it the first time. When I go into a frenzy, I can't use that 3rd attack as a bonus act.
Okay.
So yeah, 2 attacks on this guy right in front of me.
All right, go for it.
Let's see, and we look one more time. Reckless attack. Yeah, I'm gonna declare reckless. So both of these are advantage, and he has advantage on me if he lives.
Okay.
Plus.
All right, that looks
So-
like an 11 and a 9.
Yeah, and it hits because I mean it's a 19 to hit on the first one,
All right.
and second, maybe I should see how much damage I do before I do that, because he may go down before I have to do that.
True.
So he takes 18 points of damage.
Yeah. He goes down.
Then she steps on his back and swings at the one behind him.
Okay, move up.
She moves up to there, and she takes another attack at that guy. It's a little weird using this. So that is another 19. No, 18 this time. To hit. And... 17 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Yago.
Okay. I will move myself
Okay, where are you moving to?
to behind the mast. I mean, what do I just double click and how's that work? Or
Just click on him and you can drag him around.
Okay. Yep. All right. So I go behind the mast, and then I'm going to cast Crown of Madness on the pirate captain. He needs to make a Wisdom save roll with a DC of 14,
What's the range on it?
120 feet.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, a what save?
Wisdom with a DC of 14.
That's a pass.
Well, that fizzled.
All right, that means it's the pirate's turn. So we're gonna go down the list here. Yep. So this one's gonna move up. I'm gonna move them first
That's cool.
and then attack. So these two move up.
Quick question. If
Yeah.
the spell doesn't work, do I still have to mark it down on the spell?
Yeah, it uses up
Yeah.
the slot.
Even
Okay.
if you don't make it, it uses up the spell.
Okay.
All right. So starting with Jiraiya,
Hello.
he's got one that can attack him. And that is a 12 to
You
hit.
miss. You miss.
Yep. All right. Over to Tanis. Tanis has 2. First one. What is that? Oh, 12. That's a 14. That's
Misses.
misses. Second one. It's a 3, so he misses. The captain is putting himself behind his men, as good captains would.
Is there a baby you can use as a shield?
There's a what?
Is there a baby you can use as a shield?
What, Wes?
No.
Yes, Wes, because we know that's what he'd do.
Oh yeah. I wasn't going to say that until it actually.
Because you suddenly find a baby aboard the vessel, Yago.
Where does the baby come from? My baby.
Yeah. So that's all the pirates that can attack this round. So back up to the top of the round here.
You know, they're probably regretting this right now.
Possibly.
Possibly going well.
There's a soup-starved monk and a crazy half-elf.
She just cleaved that one in half.
Snart takes a shot.
And
Does he hit me?
Yes.
Well, start doing one of those Patriot
Right in the
arrows.
back. Take 4 points of damage.
I take 2. I'm raging.
All right.
So you hear Tannis.
You hear from the 4 of the ship. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what he heard in response was.
My bad. So we're at Jiraiya now.
Jiraiya is going to continue his attack with the quarterstaff. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oops, shoot. Sorry about that. All right.
Gotta hit him first, man.
I know. I didn't have it set for.
They play wiffle ball.
Yes.
We are playing whiff. I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. That is a whiff.
All right, but I still do get another 2 attacks.
Okay.
So that's a 20.
That's a hit.
That would, and the other unarmed is a
Crit.
All right, so did you just double the damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah,
so
so
let's,
go ahead and do the non-critical first.
right. Non-critical is a 9,
Okay.
and the crit is 14.
And he goes off the side of the boat.
I can just see the foot smacking into the side of his face and him flipping over the gunwale.
Wilhelm scream. Wow!
Could you try and keep them on the boat? They might have money.
Would you like to join them?
Not
He
yet.
says the arrow is still quivering.
And
in her
shut
back.
the hell up!
And that's my turn. I'm not going to move.
Okay. Next up is
We are
Tanis.
Sparta.
All right, so reckless attack, swinging on the first one.
Okay. Which one's the first one, left or right?
Left. So that is a
Damn.
That is a yeah, that's a hit. So
Yeah.
that's a 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. All right, now I actually have to remember that I have rage bonus damage too.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that is 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And she takes the momentum and swings into the one in front of her.
Okay.
She uses an axe.
No, she uses a sword.
Great sword.
So she's just cutting through them.
That is a great sword.
It is. That is a 22.
Okay, that's a hit.
And that is... This is so nifty. Gets 11 points of damage.
Okay.
These dice go up to
Still
11.
That was the minimum amount of damage I could have done to him.
Blood. Tannis, make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, you say?
Yep. Yep.
Too bad I don't have a modifier in there. It's wisdom save. So it's just yeah, it's just a D20 against my wisdom. 10.
You feel yourself losing control in a bad way. Everyone looks like pirates.
Who gave the berserker a cursed sword?
It's a regular sword, I promise you.
Oh dear.
You guys don't know that yet. You just see Tannis hacking the shit. And with that, she's swinging. That dude's still standing in front of me, right?
Yep.
It's another attack. That is a
20.
20, yeah.
Okay. What's your damage?
$17. So she just pins into the deck with the sword.
Yeah. Iago, give me a perception check.
Okay. I need to roll 2 dice for that, right? Because it's daytime.
Yeah, you get and you take the lower one. Jiraiya, go ahead and you give me a perception check as well.
Let's see, perception. All right. Perception. That's just a D20. So
I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7? Okay. And you got 4 on the lower one. Yeah, you guys don't really notice anything right now.
And she just kind of slowly stands up.
Wow, these pirates are going down easy.
Looking at the next one. Actually, I still have some movement, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stand on top of that dude that I just killed. Like, she's pulling her sword out. She steps on his body.
Okay. You roll perception now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Okay.
At whatever penalty.
Yeah, I should be at disadvantage for that, I'm pretty sure. Because I believe while I'm in a frenzied rage, I roll disadvantage on that stuff. Yeah.
okay, +4.
No, I don't notice anything.
Okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything either. Yeah, so we are now at Iago's turn.
Okay. Once again, we try and cast out a spell on the pirate captain.
Okay.
Round of Madness. Huge wisdom.
How many times did you prepare that?
Well, wait, what?
No, he can cast it as many times as he got slots for it. You don't have to put them in certain slots.
Yeah.
Magicians do.
Oh, they
Wizards
do?
Well, wizard.
Yeah. Wizards have to prepare what spells they're casting in advance. It's clerics that can cast as many times as they have slots.
Well, these are already
Druids
the ones.
can too.
Yeah,
But, I mean, they have X amount that they can have prepared per day.
Well, yeah, as I haven't changed the spells, I just prepare the same spell unless I decide not to. I just assume that. Because
Okay.
I haven't checked off already prepared.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, he has a DC of 14.
Well, he got a natural 20, so.
Ah, God,
It's so fucking useless.
what's happening?
You were the most useless character we have with us. And Nick isn't even here.
Why does that keep happening?
And you cannot make soup.
Well, he's dead, isn't he? The one
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
that
standing
guy.
on him.
Yeah. He's dead.
This is like she stands on his body. That's why she moves right there.
Okay.
She's literally just walking over the people she kills.
All right. So now it is the pirate's turn. This one runs up on Jiraiya. This one's going to go here. This one's going to run here. And the captain.
That's a brave pirate.
Yeah, well, you know. The captain's going to run up to about here because he's not sure which one of you is more dangerous.
Oh, I think it's pretty obvious. We're both dangerous.
He's from the cultist school of NPC fighting.
Don't forget they have advantage on me.
The captain should be moving backwards to survey the field.
Well, he was already at the back of the boat.
Yes, I mean further back to the other boat is what I would do if I were the captain.
Don't rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby.
All right. Jiraiya's guy misses. Tanis. Your guy has advantage, so
Still misses.
yeah, the highest he's got is 11. So yeah, that's a miss too. So now back at the top of the round, it is Snart's turn. Snart is going to move up here, and he's going to take a shot at this guy. And what is that? I can't see it. Everybody.
15.
4.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He actually hits a guy for a change.
He cut a few hairs off his head.
Yeah. That's like when the ball brushes the batter's jersey and he gets to take his base anyway.
Archery is not a superpower.
I just imagine Snark go, son of a bitch!
I can't hit shit.
You hit me. Tanis doesn't say that. If she was more aware of herself,
If she wasn't
she would.
going to kick all of our asses.
Yeah, and that is really bothering you, Tanis.
Did he hit me? Yeah.
That he shot you right in the back. And now we are at Jiraiya's turn.
Jiraiya will once again take out his trusty swing his trusty quarterstaff. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. And smack a guy for 11.
11? Yep. No, that's barely a miss.
Dang it. Followed by a roundhouse kick to the back of the head.
Okay.
Which is a natural 1.
And you are going to now roll your dex.
As he kicks himself over the deck.
17.
17. You are now on the railing here.
Ooh.
That's impressive, actually. Woo, woo.
You caught yourself.
Do I get my last attack?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm awesome. All right, so this attack is going to be the follow-up kick, which is a 14.
Okay.
Does that hit?
That is a hit.
And that does 9 damage.
All right.
And then when that's over, I will use a movement to land back in my square.
Okay. And how much damage did you do?
9.
9. Okay.
The first one might have been a hit too. I was rolling the wrong bonus, but I'll let it go because it's my own fault.
All right. It is Tannis's turn.
All right, well, I got meat in front of me, and that's what I'm going after. So reckless attack,
Okay.
because I have to say that, people, just in case you wonder why I keep saying it.
It's like an anime.
That is a 19 to hit on him. So I'm assuming that hits.
Yep.
And that is 18 points of damage to him.
Okay.
Is he dead?
He is dead.
Then she takes that momentum and moves right here to this guy. And she's taking a swing at him.
Okay.
Oh, that's the wrong dice.
This is not well done.
That wasn't enough.
Oh,
You saw that, right? Double, so I crit on him no matter what. That is nuts. I don't have to ask if that hit. So that is 30.
He's dead. Don't worry about how much it is.
You put
It's over
your
30.
sword through his face.
Yeah,
and
it's
ended up
34
punching
points of
him at the
damage.
end
He's
of the
fucking
attack.
dead. And but I have enough movement to get to the captain.
Tannis,
Yes.
you hear in your head, yes, more blood. Roll me another willpower.
Okay, another willpower. Actually, I don't even do that. Just one special dice. Nope, that's the wrong one. Damn it. Look at the right dice, Nico. So that's a 5. No.
Yeah, you have no control over your targets now. You
So
want to
where
kill,
am I going, Keeper?
You want to kill everyone on the boat.
Uh-oh.
All right. So
I got one attack left, so who am I attacking, Rodney?
hold on. How much movement do you have left?
I only took like a 5 feet step, so I got the rest of it left. I have 35 feet of movement left.
You are really hating Snart for shooting you in the back.
All right. So that's where I'm going then. And I jump down from
Oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm pretty sure I can make it to him. Make sure. Yep, I can make it to him.
Go for it.
So that's what she's doing. She's hauling butt down there. If I can click her. I got the wrong button. That would be why I couldn't click her.
Yeah.
And she's down there, and she's taking that last swing at him then.
Okay.
Oh, that's not cool.
Oh, yeah,
That's
she
a hit.
hits. She hits. Thankfully, she didn't crit. I'm sorry, buddy. That's 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Their eyes probably look pretty weird right now because they're probably turning red, and then they glow slightly faint purple to begin with.
And that makes you feel so good. So good.
Woo, that hurt him bad.
All right. I have a question out of character.
Okay.
Are there any below decks? Are there any rooms that have 2 entrances?
A room with 2 entrances?
Or 2 doors?
I
guess it doesn't fucking matter.
Not really. Most everything is just like a big open area
Right, it's
down
cool.
there.
I'm good.
Uh-oh.
And I didn't do a second level map.
That's okay.
So we are at the pirate's turn.
Wait, didn't I get a turn?
Oh yeah, sorry, Yago, it's your turn.
Okay, well, I just saw Tannis beat the tar out of a guy. Beat the tar out of Snart.
Yeah, she is for some reason attacking your own party.
Okay, I gotta do something about this. Ooh, I know exactly what I'll do.
Choose your movements wisely, Iago. She's in a very foul mood.
Okay, I cast suggestion. That's a wisdom. That's a wisdom roll with a DC of 14.
Okay.
I'm raging. That might not actually have any effect on me.
Look it up real quick. Let's see.
I'm not sure because I don't remember if Frenzy does anything to that or
You
not.
guys do what you need.
I got
to
it.
do.
I got it.
I'm Frenzy raging, so
Suggestion.
I don't remember exactly which one, if it does anything to that or not.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll your save, because you're not actually raging in accord with the rules anyway.
That's true.
So go ahead and roll your save.
That's a 3.
That's a 3.
Okay.
Hold on. Actually, give me another D20. I'm going to give you advantage on that.
All right.
Because you've lost your damn mind.
The 13.
Okay. Yeah. You think it might have worked, Iago?
All right. So my suggestion is go attack the pirate captain over there. That guy, way over there.
Iago's telling you what to do.
The DC of 14.
You'll find out why.
You didn't ask nicely either.
He ordered you.
You couldn't just say, "Would you kindly attack the pirate captain?"
There's only 2 people in this world that can order her. He scared the shit of them.
All right, so now we have the pirates. Pirate captain is going to come down this way because he sees what's going on over there.
Captain's like, yeah, everything's coming up Millhouse.
Backstab, baby, backstab.
Yeah, that's the right decision.
This pirate is going to jump down to try to flank Jiraiya. This pirate is going to attack Jiraiya.
This little pirate went wee all the way home.
And that is a 17.
Miss.
All right, he whiffs. And that was an accident, so don't worry about that.
How do I check the length?
Click
there's a
the thing
ruler.
that looks like a ruler or a comb.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does look a lot like a comb, doesn't
it
it?
really does.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So here's what's. Oh, I don't. It's not my turn. My fault.
Yeah, well, actually, yeah, it's Snart's turn. Snart is going to try
Running
to
for his
run
life.
away.
Oh, Snart, why'd you have to try to run? Does he
He
disengage?
runs. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Hold on. Yeah, he has disengage. Hell, he's 5th level rogue. He has disengage as a free action.
That's what I'm
Or
making
a
sure.
bonus.
If he didn't disengage, Tannis is taking that attack opportunity.
Yeah, that's what he does. He disengages and runs to the very front of the ship. In fact, let's see. Let me check my roller real quick.
If you hear her saying anything, it's definitely not in common anymore. It's probably in Elven.
I can understand Elven.
I know everybody on the ship probably can.
Okay,
understand
wow,
Elven,
I
so
guessed
maybe-
that almost perfect. So yeah, he's up in the front of the ship. And yeah, Beetle is still there, by the way.
How's a fire, by the way?
He is, but he hasn't done anything.
Beetle has been putting out the fire while you guys are fighting.
Well, it's cruise. This is the worst cruise ever.
Worst cruise ever.
2016.
So, yeah. It
All
is
right.
now Jariah's turn.
I'm going to quarterstaff this guy. If I can get the right die.
Hey, we were
selected.
doing so good, then we all like started pressing the wrong dice.
10.
That's a whiff.
Then the follow-up double kick combo.
There's this
14.
sweet John Woo film
That's a
happening
hit.
in front.
All right.
and Conan the Barbarian Slaughter in the back. Or the other way around, rather.
All right. So the damage is 6.
Epic
Okay.
1.
He's gone.
Oh, he's gone?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. So I'm going to use my movement to go over here.
Okay.
Oops. 1.
Click on the arrow and then click your guy.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, I did the same thing. We're just still getting used to it.
1, 2. Can I come
I
up
like
around
it, though.
behind him?
How much
Yeah.
movement do you have?
I
40
have 40.
Yeah, you should be able to.
All right. And then I'll use my last attack.
Okay. That's going to be an advantage because he's
All right.
you're flanking him.
So it's either 18 or 16.
Okay, 18 hits.
All right. Seven.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
That's my turn.
Tennis. Oh. End of your turn? Okay. Tennis.
Yes.
There is a pirate. Looks like he's behind you.
There is.
And there's also Beetle. So give me a D6.
I can't add Weston to this because he did try to do something to me.
Sure,
He
but
told me what to do.
you just don't like that milky blind eye of Beetles.
I'm so sorry, Beetle. Shit, like if she's berserking, she's gonna frenzy again. I mean, she's gonna keep reckless attacking.
Okay.
I hate to be like that, but honestly, she's berserking. That's what she's gonna do.
Yep.
So yeah, see that's a 16 plus 7. That's a 22.
That's a hit.
Pick the wrong time to come down from the rigging.
Yeah, you did. I'm so sorry, old man.
Okay.
For 17 points of damage.
All right. Beetle goes down. You've killed the captain.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, God.
Give me a wisdom check.
How the hell did that happen? That's a 16.
That's 16.
I don't know why the 6 popped out there with it because I didn't click that.
You
So,
look
yeah, 16.
down and you realize that you just killed the captain. However, instead of a bloody mess as most of your other victims, he's a dried husk.
What the fuck? Well, that's probably gonna break my rage, so I'm not raging anymore.
Right. You hear, no!
What the fuck is happening?
You just murdered the captain and tried to kill one of our own party members.
What?
Yes.
Little help up here.
I thought you decided
Your
you were the
turn.
pirates.
She's disoriented, but she's at least aware enough to know that the thing behind, like the pirate right there, is a threat.
Yeah.
And we're still fighting, so she's gonna go attack him. So she's gonna go.
Okay. All right.
And she's got 1 attack left. So that is a, let's see, get this straight. That down 7. So that is a, yeah, that's a 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
Take 2 off of that. So that's 15.
Okay, he's down. And all the pirates are gone except for the captain.
I use my free action to say, do you see the one with the sword killed the captain of the ship and attacked one of our own crewmates? You're next.
All right.
Excuse me?
You
Pardon?
heard me.
Pardon?
I moved 5 feet. I still got some movement left, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna run up towards that guy.
Jesus.
I can't attack him, but yeah, she's just gonna go over there.
I told you.
I got no attacks left, but she's gonna go, so he can't run.
No one ever listens.
No run, no
Surrender
running,
Dorothy.
no running.
All right. Yago, it's your turn.
I'm going to cast Ray of Sickness on him at level 2. So that's 3.
What, you're going to cook up soup?
Yes, he's gonna run up and feed him some of that fucking soup.
Yep, it will have 3d8 worth of
Jesus.
necrotic damage. That's 14. And
He
he
gets the,
and he-
14, right?
Couldn't do that
no.
2 turns ago.
No. His save. You need to make a con save or he's poisoned.
Yeah.
So he's not poisoned, but he got 14 worth of damage.
Okay.
Are you sure? I thought it was half the damage and he didn't get poisoned. When you make the save.
It doesn't say that in the spell. This is where it reads here. Let me check that again. Northern doesn't say that.
Poison damage on a failed save. It is also poison. No,
Oh, so you take the full 14?
he takes a full damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And necrotic damage is nasty.
Yep. It is awesome.
That's the one.
Spider bite.
That's the one thing he did this entire fight. Tannis killed half the pirates and almost killed one our own group, as well as the captain.
Jiraiya, since you're where you are, go ahead and give me a perception check real quick.
All right, maybe I can actually make one of these. $15.
Okay, so yeah, as you're maneuvering into position, you feel a crunch under your foot, and you look down and you notice that all of the pirates that Tannis killed are not dead in the way you would expect a woman with a giant sword to have killed them, but they are dried husks.
The fuck?
Tennis, when this fight is over, I'd like to see your sword, please.
Okay. I guess I'm not so keen on. Look, why are we having this conversation right now?
Oh, because he's going to surrender in a second, because he doesn't want this to happen to him.
All right, and the pirate is going to attack Jiraiya.
They never listen.
And that is a 14.
Whiff.
Okay. It is now back to the top of the round. Snart is still trying to get away. He has climbed out.
He has
onto
climbed
the-
out. I said I was sorry. That's what he's saying as he's crawling down past the bow of the ship. Like, don't hit me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shoot you. The arrow's still in her back.
Yep. It is now Jiraiya's turn.
Jiraiya says, every time I try and talk sense into one of you motherfuckers, you try and attack anyway. Quarterstaff. 25.
Okay, that's a hit.
Eight.
Okay.
And then the double kick. High and low. High
Okay.
is a crit.
Okay.
And that does 20.
Off the side of the boat. What? You guys have successfully defeated the pirates, but you have killed the captain.
What do you mean we?
Yago, yeah, you notice the captain, so give me a Arcana check, since that's what you do.
Yes, I do. Let me check my
In
sheet
theory.
here. Arcana. Oh, that's +6. There we go.
Jesus, why are you rolling 3?
That was an
Right.
accident.
Okay, roll again.
Yeah.
At disadvantage because you're still daylight.
Okay, let's try it again. Let's roll to 15.
And a
I rolled
13. Okay. You rolled a 15?
I rolled a
Total?
15 and a 19.
Okay.
Because it's counting the bonus together.
Yeah, you got a 15. It appears that their life force has been stolen from them.
Okay. Are you some type of vampire and didn't tell us by any chance?
Tannis,
You
take
know,
a
like-
take a look at your sword.
I will look at my sword.
Okay. The
Roll.
first thing you notice is a large black smear from like the edge of the weapon toward the tip, like spreading into the, almost like it's not on the sword, it's spreading into the steel. The second thing you notice is that there were a few drops of blood on the blade from the last pirate you killed, and the steel seems to absorb the blood.
Is this actually my sword?
Yes, it's your sword. You
What the
know it quite well.
How does this happen? What?
Everybody give me a perception check or intelligence roll.
Okay. I will loot the captain's body in the meantime.
Why don't we just go to their ship? The captain's over. Oh, our captain.
Yes.
Once the battle was engaged, the other ship backed the fuck off.
I rolled a 6.
I rolled a 16.
Rolled 16.
Yeah.
All right. Yago,
Yep.
you remember that Tannis struck the orb of corruption with her sword.
Oh shit.
Tannis, you might want to put that sword down and stop touching it for a very long time. It's probably full of demonic corruption by now. You touch it with a demon. You touch demon orb with it. So yeah, you're gonna want to put that down, back away from it, and avoid touching it.
She looks at you and then looks at the sword and sheaves it.
Yeah, you
can
might
get
not
rid
want to
of the sword.
unsheath that for a while until you can get someone to bless that thing out of corruption,
Well, that's gonna be a problem if we get attacked again.
or you can just chuck it into the ocean. Either way.
That's not happening.
Hey, your choice. As long as you don't touch it.
Wasn't there a cleric somewhere around here?
For some reason, he didn't take the journey. He said he would meet you there.
I shave his head.
He has no hair.
I break every bone in his body.
Anything good in the captain's body, by the way?
Which captain?
Our ship's captain.
The deed to the ship.
You actually try to loot his body?
Yes.
Tim slaps the shit out of you.
You killed him.
I didn't loot him
His
either.
brother's alive down below.
I was gonna give him the deed.
No, you weren't. Shut the hell up.
Fine.
She tells you an Elvis bullshit, another bullshit someone who's not a bullshitter.
Fine. I toss the deed off the side of the ship and go loot and throw the cars looting some pirate bodies.
All right. You don't find a whole heck of a lot on the pirates. Overall, 50 pieces of copper, 5 pieces of gold. You know, a few chintzy short swords, a long sword that was wielded by the pirate captain.
I take that long sword.
Yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
That wasn't an option. That wasn't an option for you to say no. She can't have that.
Yeah, sure it wasn't.
So Arik comes back upstairs, green around the gills from the soup. And, you know, what the fuck is going on here? Who killed my brother?
Our captain.
It was pirates.
Oh, Tannis doesn't lie. I did. I was not myself.
Why did you kill my brother?
I didn't know I was killing him. That was his wail of terror. You killed my brother!
He looks at you, grimacing.
Yeah, she kind of kneels down. She's just like, I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that.
He says, I will take you as far as Turtle's Rest, but I never want to see you again.
You have bad luck with dwarves.
And he checks his brother's pockets. He checks his brother's pockets, looks up at Yago and says, I'll have the deed to my ship, please.
It's over there on the deck.
I make him put it down.
Yeah, it's over there. It's off. It's over there. It fell over there somehow. Wind.
Really? Wind?
Yeah.
Right. It's over there. All right. So Arik goes over to the other side of the deck, grabs the deed off the thing, says, holds out his hand, compensation for the damages you've caused.
Well, the compensations are that you still have a ship that was attacked by pirates.
Yes. You still have a ship.
And as the captain of this ship, I earn half the spoils.
Give him the cursed sword.
Yeah, you can have that.
No.
You can have some of those iron swords we found.
Look, she holds out the long sword because that's the only thing she took from him. It's like, if you want it, it's yours.
He takes it, starts scooping up some of the short swords. Because there were 12 pirates, so there were 12 short swords. And 1 long sword. Yeah, you don't make a whole lot of money off of these guys. And before you guys forget, Snart is still out there.
Yep.
Yeah, she sees that and she's not quite sure how to deal with the situation.
Yeah.
Tiefling, she's calmed down.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
She's fine.
She holds up her hands. I did not mean to hurt you.
Yeah, unless someone thinks to ask, that all that cash is still in my pocket.
All of that cash is still in your pocket?
Yes. Unless
Yeah,
someone
if you're
thinks to
not
ask.
giving him you're not giving him his half of the spoils.
He got the swords. That's all we found. That's all we found. with those swords.
That's all you found, huh?
Yes, they were broke.
That's all you found.
Yeah.
They were absolutely broke.
So instead of giving him some of that money, you let Tannis give him her only weapon that she could actually use right now. Considering how useless you are.
She can use that other sword. She can use her family sword.
I just gotta stay.
Oh, she can use it. It's just he needs to remember there's a good possibility she may kill him while she's doing it.
Distance. I just gotta maintain a healthy amount of distance.
That worked out real well for Snark.
I'm not sure. It'll work. It'll work
God,
out.
I really
I
wanted
know
to cut him.
I mean, Snark's useless, but you're more useless.
Snark's actually done useful things.
Hey, I gave the chronic damage to that pirate captain. he was near death because of me.
I'm having this argument out of character. Tannis isn't saying anything. She just kind of sits down on the steps. Because she feels shitty right now. She did not mean to do what she did.
Well, it's slow going, but about a day and a half later, you guys start seeing the city of Turtle's Rest.
Yay!
Arik has not spoken a word since his revelation. Gave the husk of his brother to a proper burial at sea.
What is the dwarven proper burial at sea?
They're sailors. Does
it involve fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tannis pays as standoffish as she can because she doesn't want to crowd his space. She knows a bit of dwarven culture, so she's paying her respects too. She really feels shitty about this. Really feels shitty about this.
You and Jiraiya and Yago have witnessed your first real taste of dwarven culture.
That's what I said. She knows dwarven culture by injection.
Yeah.
Well, she's her family history, long story. Her godfather's a dwarf. Just put it that way. She's got a really fucked up family.
Wow. Yeah, that's how dwarves do it. Okay.
No, that's not how it works. Her mother and father traveled with a dwarf. They were really close with them.
The burnt and Snart comes up. I guess you guys are over here. I'm going to move you all around on the boat.
There you go.
If I can do it without it scrolling all over the damn place. I don't know where's Tannis?
Probably where she is now. She's giving him distance.
So yeah, he's over here. He's doing his thing. Snart comes over, and he's like, he says quietly to Jiraiya, and I guess Yago can hear this as well, is that the burning of the body and dumping it in the ocean returns them to sediment. Sediment becomes rock after a while, and therefore the dwarf returns home. Very long, complicated mythology involving boats and facing your rights and wrongs over the course of your life, weighing your heart, and all that crazy shit.
Wow. Right and wrong. They're an interesting concept. They don't have that.
I try and say a few comforting words to the grieving brother.
He says nothing.
I know it feels.
Docks are ahead.
Now, it feels bad, but eventually, with each passing day, the pain will lessen, and you will get through this. But for now, honor your brother as best you can.
Docks are ahead. Get ready to tie us off.
Aye, Captain.
So he steers the boat up to the dock. You guys, Jiraiya busts a sweet flip, ties it off the boat. And you guys disembark in the city of Turtle's Rest.
Yeah, while she's getting off, if the captain's where she can say something to him, she yells to him in Dwarven. I can't make up for what I did, but if my blood is what you desire later, I'll be waiting.
He stomps off down to the lower deck.
He was probably planning on killing his brother anyway. Now he can. A guilt-free conscience. He probably did him a.
See, makes sense.
So, as you guys disembark, you're met by a teenage boy. Has a badge hanging from his sash. Looks very familiar to you.
How familiar?
How?
Definitely.
Familiar as in your benefactor also has one.
Oh,
What happened to the Emperor, by the way? Did he make it or not?
yeah.
I don't think he did.
As far as you know, he didn't. I mean, you saw him there laying in a pool of blood.
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's D&D, so
Yeah. It's D&D.
unless you're a dried out dwarf husk, you can be resurrected.
Well, I mean, I guess he could be too.
Yep.
Not anymore.
It could have been.
Dwarves don't believe in using resurrection spells.
Nah, he just wanted his brother out of the way. He wanted to ship off.
Yeah.
What I say?
You want to chip off that old block.
The boy comes up to you and says, the judge told me to expect you. I wasn't expecting such an eclectic group. The judge has procured lodgings for you.
Do we have to work there?
Not this time. That I am aware of.
That's probably for the best.
Because this man
Not like you do anything useful.
did not make soup.
Hey,
Yeah.
my soup was perfectly healthy.
No, it was not.
So he leads you down. He leads you through the streets of the city.
We all have the beginnings of scurvy, and we've only been on a river for like 3 days.
That's toxins. Those are toxins getting released.
Keeps you close to the river road. Brings you down closer toward the docks. You guys see the shipyard off in the distance. As you look out over the ocean, you see, foam breaking near the shore, and glints of steel kind of dotted around. Snart looks at you. He kind of like nudges Tanis with his elbow. Turtle Knights.
And she looks up at him.
Basically, if you guys get closer to where you can see them, they are heavily armored dwarven soldiers riding giant sea turtles.
Impressive.
The wonders of the West will never cease to amaze.
The boy, once you guys get your fill of watching the Turtle Knights on their patrol, the boy leads you to the Leatherback Inn.
Leatherback.
It's Turtle's Rest, man.
You know that's not why he was laughing.
Yes. So you guys get in there. He says the boy, gives you guys a small parcel wrapped in paper. And
I'll take that.
okay. And says,
Sure.
Rooms are already paid for. Meals, order what you need. They'll send the bill to the judge.
Does the package have an imperial seal on it?
You don't know because it's in my sleeve.
What's in your sleeve?
You
Okay.
and this package, Iago, are not going to be intimate at all.
While they're having that argument, Tannis stops the boy and asks if there's a temple.
To who?
I don't know. Tannis isn't super religious.
Well,
He's trying to see if she can fix her sword.
There is a temple district about 8 blocks into the heart of the city. You find pretty much whoever you're looking for. All of the 5 are there.
Okay.
What's in the package? I ask him. I'm not looking.
You're not looking?
No, I'm going to ask him.
Oh. I have no idea. I was under instructions not to look at the package, simply to deliver it to you once you arrived.
Okay.
I'm only interested in the package's wrapping.
Plain paper.
No,
Yeah.
it's currently wrapped in robe.
He's interested in your robe then, eh? Yay.
Before it was secreted into the monk's robe, it seemed to be wrapped in plain paper and tied with normal twine.
Yeah, you're welcome to the package then.
I don't remember asking.
That's because you asked. That's because you asked so quickly that your own memory couldn't catch up.
Right.
I do not have patience for this. I'm hungry and I want real food.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys find a table.
Soup.
Soup.
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Okay.
I will have turtle soup.
Mm.
No one eats turtles in Turtle's Rest.
That makes no sense.
So that makes all the sense.
I would think that they would name their place after their primary export.
Unless it's sacred.
You just have no idea, do you?
Intelligence 9.
Yeah.
What do you mean it's sacred? Turtles can't be sacred.
They can't. They're not kosher.
Your server explains to you that it's called Turtle's Rest because this is the spawning ground for the giant sea turtles the Turtle Knights ride.
So you would have a lot of them then.
Yes, but we do not eat them.
Okay. Do we have mock turtle soup?
I'll just have whatever your special is and some ale. And ale for the red one.
All right, fine. Whatever. Give me eel soup then.
Eel soup, okay. Eel soup comes out. Rabbit comes out. The special of the day is octopus. So you get some tentacles on your plate.
Still better than whatever the fuck the Iago was making on shit.
Well, that was mock soup.
That is
It's-
that's a healthy alternative to regular food.
Stop talking.
Yes, the food compared to what Iago cooked you is excellent.
We have to make constitution rolls because it's actually good. It's
so good.
It shocks our
It's so
systems.
good, it might kill you. Everybody give me a perception check.
Ooh, perception. Let's see,
Perception.
I can't look
Tannis,
at anything but this soup.
The
apparently.
soup is tasting good.
17.
Okay,
Wait, is it daytime or nighttime?
you're indoors. It's
Oh.
dark enough. It's fine.
Yeah, okay, 17 then.
11.
11.
I
Something
critically
look,
failed my roll.
Iago, something looks off with Snart's wound.
Ah,
Uh,
shit.
Okay, taking a look at that. Do I need to make an arcana roll, or does that look like demonic damage?
I mean,
I think he'd be immune to demonic damage.
Perhaps. As you try to examine it further, Snark kind of shoves you back.
Yeah, there's something off about that. Their wound, though. I should probably take a look at that. I know a little bit about medicine.
I realize that he's a very unlikable fellow, but I think in this case he's actually trying to help.
Doesn't matter.
It
Hey,
does matter.
It does.
we already have one person attacking our party.
Yeah.
Probably don't need another one. So
It'll be fine, okay?
all right. I'm just saying, take care of it.
Yeah. Get a blaster or whatever it is you need, but it might be demonic. Therefore, possibly dangerous.
Look at my face.
I know medicine. This is all about that wound.
I look at Iago and say, you know, he's like half demon, right?
Yeah. And the not even have might be interacting wrongly with the demon bits. It happens. It's medically possible. I know medicine.
You know medicine.
Yeah.
He's gonna medicine the shit out of that. Wait, what is this medicine you speak of?
I've been acquainted with a very fine medical professional, and that medical knowledge has been passed on to me. I know a good man named Harazad played you. I might eat him one day. Very skillful in medicine.
There's nothing enough ale in the world for this man. I cannot deal with him.
Yeah, when I tell you I know sickness, I know sickness. I have diagnosed and seen it.
You use strange words in the West. Medicine, sickness.
Years of practice. Years of practice.
Why can't I stab him instead?
All I'm saying is maybe you should go see a healer and maybe get a spell thrown at you.
That is also a good recommendation. Because you can't afford my bill.
I have the sudden urge to break your kneecaps for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
The lingering effects of the sword.
No, I think this is normal rage. Quiet, you. Who are you talking to, Janice? No one.
Take me out.
My good doctor.
Put me in his chest.
Yeah, you kind of see her face tighten. That sounds like a really good idea right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to go to temple. Why don't you come with me, Snark?
No,
Please. Please. Please.
I have something else I have to do. And he slips out the door real fast.
Well, I'm going to go back up to my room and take a look at this mysterious package.
Okay. You open up the package. Inside is a letter, a small crystal, and a few copies of the judge's badge.
What does the letter say?
The letter says, "This arrived shortly after your departure. I sent my fastest rider to deliver it to you to make sure you got it. Be careful. I think your associate is leading you into a trap." Oh, Jiraiya's reading this by himself.
I know. I'm just saying that out of character. It's not been written down as notes. But she does go upstairs to make sure her bags are there before she heads out, and she checks in with him. What does it say?
Yeah, I'm going up there too because I got other things I want to do.
Well, gave us these. Tosses each one of you a judge's badge.
Excellent.
You are the law.
Yes, I am the
I
law.
knew you'd say that.
Yes. Yeah.
I certainly question judges'
Apparently,
intelligence by giving him one.
one of our associates is leading us into a trap. The judge.
And look at Iago.
Seriously, if I were leading you to a trap, I'd be making much more money right now leading you to a trap.
That is the worst argument against
Yeah.
in your favor that I've ever heard.
Seriously, there is no profit in leading you into a trap for me. Therefore, why am I leading you into a trap?
All right,
How do we know
what's the crystalline object?
It's a crystal about as long as your hand and about half as wide. Looks like clear quartz.
Okay. Any instructions?
No instructions.
Can I take a look at it?
Sure. It's a clear crystal. About as
I'm really trying to see if it reacts to anything because I still got the sword on my back.
it doesn't seem to react to the sword or
Iago,
anything.
Can I use some arcana on this?
Sure.
Okay, let's hold on. Let me put this up here. And 25.
Oh, you've seen one of these before.
Ooh, what is it?
Why don't you touch it and find out?
Oh, I'm touching. I already got a hold of it. I'm looking at it.
You feel a tingle of energy run up your arm. You examine it closer, and you realize that this is an illithid memory crystal.
Memory.
He's doing the creepy talking to himself thing again.
This, gentlemen, this, my dear companions, is an illithid memory crystal. It's full of memories, precious memories.
Uh-huh.
How do we read a illithid memory crystal?
Maybe a wizard could try taking a look inside.
Oh, I'm looking inside. I'm looking inside. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get back to him.
You're
It's
looking
like
inside?
the Master Roshi of
I'm looking inside.
wizards.
Yeah.
Oh, even that creepy giggle.
Yeah. Memorize me, baby. Memorize.
All right. So what you see, you see a fairly brightly lit room. You hear the sound of the ocean. In the middle of the light of the room is a man in blue robes, very similar to ones you've seen.
Oh, like that guy who might be dry as old master?
No, like the dead guy you saw back at the palace.
Oh, like the emperor. Okay. Ooh, those imperial robes.
Why is he touching himself like that?
I thought it was an elf thing.
I don't know why he's
No.
touching himself like that.
They're saying this in character. He's just tweaking his nipples or something, probably.
Does it look like the emperor, or does it look like a different emperor?
You can't really tell. It's the back is facing you. All you can see, all you saw was the guy face down on the ground.
Mm.
But the robes are very, very similar.
Okay. Anything else, or is that it?
That's pretty much it.
Mm. Well, in a brightly lit room with the sound of ocean, there was a man in the imperial blue robes lying on the floor.
Some sort of new age poetry.
Did you recognize the room?
Did I recognize the room?
No.
No, I did not.
Is
What?
the palace near the ocean?
Tennis. You have like a nature or anything like that?
Yes, I do.
All right.
Let's see, where is my nature? Nature 3. There's 8.
8?
Yeah.
You might have heard something about a summer palace down in the south somewhere.
Summer Palace in the south, maybe? I'm still kind of new to this area.
It doesn't seem to be decorated like a palace.
Yeah, it's not a well decorated room, but it's a large room.
And there are bars on the windows.
Bars in the windows, of course.
There's bars on the windows?
Yeah, bars in the window. And there's imperial blue robes that's lying on the floor.
Is there any question as to succession in this land, this mysterious west of yours?
I keep saying west of ours. I'm from north.
I'm from.
If you're not from the east, it's west.
But I'm from northeast.
Yeah, so yeah, you guys aren't that familiar with the imperial succession. And since the emperor's name is never mentioned, there's no way of knowing if there are any heirs.
What you say is on water, what you saw, Rune. It
Near the ocean.
maybe keep an eye out on it because we never worked them out.
Yes, I'll definitely keep an eye on this. There.
You may want to be by yourself when you do that. Ew. And it takes a lot to make Tana say ew.
I am but a humble practitioner of magic.
Alright, so
We
I
need
need
our
to
joy
go find temple or weaponsmith. I'm out.
You've never seen soldier turned on by the scent of blood?
Have you seen me fight?
Indeed.
Then you know your answer. Don't knock on my door tonight.
And Tennis storms out of the room.
Ah, yes. I am the law.
I imagine he's getting arrested at some point.
Oh.
I just feel like that's where this is headed. At some point, Iago's going to end up in prison.
No. Have the people pay their taxes late? That's a very good question.
All right, well, congratulations. You guys have successfully made it through Chapter 4.
Excellent.
Give yourselves each 400 experience points.
Woo!
For battling the river pirates.
Right on.
You're back at full health, right?
You will be in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we're back at full health. It's been a couple of days since the pirates.
All right, so that's the end of the chapter. They've got their experience points. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And we'll see you tomorrow night. Second half of Children of
Blacky.
So say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night.
Night, Gracie.